Bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Chicago Bears.
Set the kickoff.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
What is that?
They'll run. Here's the rookie out of Clemson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. You talk about this Lions defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down and close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, 1st down.
Rip, 23. Turn, next hot.
And the slot man goes in motion left. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Easy, 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 easy.
Now Lawrence. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down. This defense for the Bears, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense. Just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but now it'll be third down. You look at this Bears defense, and they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
From the gun on third down, Lawrence. Complete. Smith has it. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Lawrence on the sneak. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
But when it's 4th and inches, shouldn't you pick up the first down? I mean, shouldn't you go for it? I mean, if you can't get inches, right, why are you playing?
And on inches, that's your favorite play, right? Don't mess with handing it off. Just go ahead and get the surge and go right up the gut.
Exactly. Create that. Just a little bit of space should get it done. You're almost able to take the snap, just fall down and pick it up. They got it there. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Red on red.
Here's Lawrence to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win. It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made them pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Now the first carry here for the running back. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
49-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Vegas, Vegas! Yes, 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 yes!
Out of the gun, here's a give to Jefferson. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Bears at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they'll go right back to Jefferson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Williams looking to do it himself. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken around the 12. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4.
Gun, they started hunt. All right, here we go. Gun. Hey, I'm gun.
In motion goes the tight end.
Here we go.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Hey, easy. Route. Stop. 11, Agate.
Now Lawrence to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
They go play action now. Lawrence looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well, the game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the 1st quarter. But in the 2nd quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Third and 4. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
5-yard gain on the play.
5 yards on the play there, and the drive will continue.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one goes for 36 yards.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Williams. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
On the counter, this is Jefferson. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing is Williams. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll go. Here's Williams. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17.
Hey, run!
Lawrence. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Hey, hey, hey.
Lawrence will throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Hey, let's go. Hey, Soko, hot.
From the shotgun, Lawrence over the middle, and there's a diving catch. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
A gain of 14. First down, Lions.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Out of bounds at the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Hey, easy.
Gibbs straight ahead. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is a 26-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence. And incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Hey, run!
Here's Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. And they'll go again here with Jefferson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. A give, Jefferson to the right side. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Williams looking to do it himself. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. To throw, Williams. That is caught. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Williams. Touchdown, Bears! Colston Loveland from 17 yards out. And the Bears have got it back to within a score. So it took them a little while, Charles, but now they have their first points of the game, and they come here in this third quarter.
And more often than not, Brandon, when that happens, you find yourself down 21, 28 points and not really with a lot of hope. But with that touchdown, they're right back in this game.
Point after, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And McLaurin, the motion man right. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling the back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
And he is going to have a Lions first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
1 yard. First down, Detroit.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Back to throw now on 1st down. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 11 yards there, and a Lion first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9.
24.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Take right open.
Now Lawrence. It's caught. Smith. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Hey, kill.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. 29. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Easy, Ralph. There we go.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions get an important score there to extend their lead here this 4th quarter. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
17. Bears 7. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. 2 yards on the carry there, it'll be 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
To the air, Williams. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. The extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
14.
And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
They go play action with Lawrence. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It's Gervon Dexter who got in to drop him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking the lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down, They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Hey, Ryan. Hey, Soko. Hi. 11, Agate.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, Ginger, time.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, go. Gone. It's like hunt.
That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Rip, 23. Soka, say hi. Here we go.
They'll run here with Hubbard. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line down at the 2. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Hey, easy. Route. Silver.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Hey.
Gibbs.
And in this situation, a field goal doesn't help you a whole lot, but I think you've got to take it because I think you're a little too far back to go for it on 4th down. But we also know the offensive coordinator's in the head coach's ear, trying to talk him into going for it right here.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here. He's back to throw. Open man, that's Felton. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run.
And the Bears first down.
They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
He'll look to throw. Williams looking to, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Detroit, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they drop just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on